Calling all coyotes with old Rainy Anderson. Been a lot of water dumped out of this gauge in the last 2 weeks, probably about 6-7 inches. But we could use the rain in this country. Kippaw County, Nebraska, they always say, never turn down a rain no matter what. So, got a couple hunts for you. What's interesting, both times when they initially howl in stage 1, coyotes will answer. And both of these hunts are like 1,000 yards or better, way out there. But on both hunts, you end up calling some in. Now, on the first hunt, we don't think it's really one of the ones that howled in the group that answered. It kind of come from a different direction, not positive. But that's the thing with howling. Just because some howl over here, one could come from anywhere, behind you, and they never howled. So, and the way I started out, there's several ways I do. You know, stage 1 is the interrogation howl on the double diaphragm call here, double caller. And I've got several of these. As they age, they get a little deeper pitched. And so when they're new, they're a little higher pitched. So I have like 3 or 4 different ones marked. This is kind of a medium one. And then also you can do your interrogation howls with the sonic dome, which is higher pitch. You can get 2 different, a top and then a middle range. You can hear it beep, 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 beep. You go back and forth or pretend like that's one coyote, the high one, like a little puppy, and then a little lower pup on the other one. Really works good for female invitation howls. So that's how I start this hunt out. And stage 1, they interrogate the area, and I just do 3 or 4 howls, pan them around, wait in between, and then after those I'll wait, sometimes 3, 4, 5 minutes, depending on time of year. And as they get harder to call in, I wait longer. So anyway, so I start this hunt out this way, big old valley, first thing in the morning with the old highway patrolman, Troy Elliott, behind the gun. I never seen a cow get so pooped out. It's the first set of the morning. Looks pretty good out there. Sun just coming up. The wind's coming out of the northeast, coming from that direction right there. As we walked over the hill and we're setting up, Troy actually seen 2 coyotes about 3 knobs over, just disappearing right below that little valley, below the big hills. But we haven't seen them since. And like I said, a coyote can come from any direction, even though it may not howl back. Got to watch for that head peeking over. Finally, they do answer. And I'm getting excited, so is Troy. Oh boy, we're going to have some action. All right, I wonder if they're the 2 Troy seen. So now I'm going to take the little dog call and give them a little jazz, kind of a little mini challengey type thing for territory. Just some shorter howls, quiver it a little bit, and snap off a few barks. You can quiver by your jaw, Or you can shake it, then bark, pop, pop, like that. See if that gets them riled up. It's a lot of fun howling at coyotes with a hand call. Well, you would think they would want to pop their head over and at least look. A lot of times just by doing them little howls I did, they'll just be on the run coming in. Well, more time goes by here, another couple, 3 minutes. And so I'm going to go to stage 2. It's the little, we call this got the wrong one, the 3rd degree call. That's what I'm going to use here. It's just like a little metal reed call, like way back in the 60s when they come out with these. But I got a mylar plastic reed in these. They don't freeze up, but they sound just as good or almost better. And the harder you blow, the more raspy they get. You can shake it. Or like them women in church, Amazing Grace. That's called vibrato with your diaphragm. So you can do it 2 ways. Cup it, more raspy, and here it comes, finally. Well, now in stage 2 here with prey distress, you know, the reason behind it is they've heard coyotes howl from this spot. Now they think these coyotes may have a rabbit, so that might really bring them in if they've been educated. And again, make sure you watch the whole area from left to right. There could be a coyote coming from about any direction.
I saw one. See him? Not yet.
So as that coyote's getting in closer, we've got the alpha dog electronic collar set up out front of us, maybe 30 yards or so. The wind's a little bit from the northwest, or east actually, so it's kind of coming like this as we're sitting there. So we don't want that coyote to swing in around behind us, you know, so it's going to try to keep it out in front of us. So I'm going to hit this hot button on the collar and quit hand calling. Not too loud, keep it down. Okay, there's one barreling in from around the corner to the left. Might not be the ones that howled.
Is there one leading the pack? Just one. Just one.
There's a lot of little dips and doodles out there, and the grass is fairly tall. Oh, with my naked eye, just seen a head pop up and disappear. If you notice, there's a crease, little draw right out in front of us. Little V that's going to kind of end right there to probably ain't even 80, 90 yards out in front. Kind of flattens out to the right. What gets in that little crease there, and a lot of time's going to go by here, folks. And that thing won't poke its head up. We think it's gone. It somehow got out of there by mistake. We didn't see it. Where'd it go? I just keep playing a little bit of rabbit softly. See if they'll pop up. What happened to that coyote? You know, the wind's in our face left to right. Wondering if it stayed in a crease somehow and went on around, got our scent and took off. I know this might be kind of boring footage to watch for you folks, but I'm just trying to prove that patience sometimes pays off. Well, I'm thinking that coyote might be gone now, so I'm going to put on a little domestic pup distress, stage 3, give it one more chance or start turning it up for other coyotes to hear. So I turn on the little domestic puppy distress just for a second to see if it was somehow just laid down in there. Maybe it found a snack in there and it's not popping up. But then I was just going to turn it up and just go for some other coyotes. So just turn that little domestic puppy sound. And there it is.
I'm on him.
And after all of that, misfire.
Shot.
And the saga comes to an end.
Well, I think the one we called in wasn't even the ones we seen.
I don't think so either.
Man, do you think that coyote ever come out of that dip in front of us?
I actually thought it was leaving.
Yeah,
It
I
was
mean,
in
I
there.
seen it bouncing. Now it's on film right there. And it stayed right there for the longest time. I finally shut the record, but I thought it stayed somehow in a dip and got our scent and got over, but I kept watching that. But it was just messing around there. I turned the collar, just giving it a little bit of rabbit. And then as soon as I switched to that little pup deal, it kind of started leaving for some reason. I don't know if it peeked out and seen us finally.
I think when it come up the first time, it might have saw something that it didn't like, but
Then what
Yeah.
happened on your first shot? Did you have one in there?
yeah. Well, I didn't put one in until we was here, and I tried to baby it in, and that's
you
that's
slam
not
them
the thing.
stinking
To,
ARs.
that's not the thing to do with an AR.
All right, well, we got a plan. Good
Yep.
shot. Let's go check that coyote out.
Yeah, a
How
little
far is
mangy.
it down there?
Oh,
Not even. Yeah, somewhere down there. Probably. How far you got?
112
112. That's like a
chip shot.
like a what do you call it? Lob wedge for the old Troy the golfer.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't golf, that's the weakest club. This guy
No,
here
I'd have a little bit more steel than that on it. Ball
mangy dog.
with no hair.
Hold him up higher. Yeah, he wasn't gonna make it till spring.
Mangy.
Well, that was ugly one.
That was a rat. That was bad.
That's a good name for him. A rat. But we're the Rat Patrol. Remember that show back in the 60s? The Rat Patrol.
I'm not that old.
Oh yeah, okay. Some of you out there remember the Rat Patrol.
Well, okay, folks, that coyote we thought was so smart, it turned out to be so dumb. Troy didn't have his shell slammed in hard enough because it's really quiet morning. He didn't want to really snap it when we sat down. He thought he had it in there good enough, but it clicked, and that coyote just stood there begging for it. I don't know if it's because he's mangy, he was a little short of brains too, but anyway, so on this next one, I think the same day, just later, go to the hot dog, but the wind has come up now. And so you can do interrogation howls like I did on that double mouth howler on the previous hunt, and it really reaches out there. Remember, pan it around. Just long howls, put a couple barks in there once in a while. What's cool about this call, you know, I had the sonic dome mouth howler for higher pitched. And then I had different grades of the double howler. The longer you use them, the more lower they get, and you just keep them and just have all them different pitches. On this, you just, for a pup howl, like a younger pup, just get on the tip. Move in a little bit, medium. A little more. And the old biggie. So you got all them howls in one. You don't have to be pushing buttons on a remote. Got all that right there as soon as you want it. So I'm gonna howl here, interrogation, pan around. Remember, like the last one, they can come from any direction, even though some are gonna howl here way in the distance. These are gonna answer from over 1,000 yards into the wind, way across a grassy meadow. Well, this is a huge valley, quite a sight to behold. Just trying to see if I can get something to stand up with them howls, look at us, start coming in, or answer. A few sparse trees around. A lot of times where the trees are, there's little water holes or windmills to get a drink out of. In stage one, I usually start out with interrogation, 3 or 4 howls spread apart and panned around. Now, I don't know if that's a place where somebody's living over there, where all them evergreen trees are. I forgot to ask Troy, or an old vacant place, but looks good. The wind's still kind of coming out of the north, which is that direction, blowing into us. Look at all this area to the right. Oh, we got an answer.
Is that a coyote?
Way over there, upwind.
Sounds like a little group of them. Right in the middle.
Troy's trying to pick them out in the binoculars.
What do you think there, Troy?
I don't know.
Will they come that far? Probably not. We can go after them maybe somehow.
Yeah, if they're,
Come.
they got to be on this side of that hill out there, but it's 1,000 yards.
Yeah, there's still a yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay. Out there somewhere.
They're kind of over there by some cows. Well, you can hear them because the wind's actually kind of coming from that direction, so it kind of helps bring the sound over. But how in the world did they ever hear this call from over 1,000 yards into the wind? Because this is a dandy, this call. I remember when I designed it, Will Primos and I were standing out the Quonset door. We were working on him, and I blew it a couple times, and he put his fingers in his ears. He couldn't believe how loud it is. So stage one, I didn't do any more howling. I just went right to stage two, which is, you know, prey sounds. So you can start doing like your rabbit or deer sound on the mouthpiece. And a lot of times I'll do that, but on this one, such a wind in our face, and I couldn't even believe them coyotes even heard us, but they did answer. But I'll go out and I'll use the whole thing and do a distress. And when it's really windy, I get out on the tip, quiver my jaw. You know, Troy's kind of, it's loud, and well, here it comes. Big old male. Honestly, both of us probably think there's about as good a chance of calling in other coyotes than those that howled. They're so far off and into the wind. Now you can see some of the cattle. They've kind of worked their way up on top. Now I'm going to blow with all my might. I don't know why this is, but coyotes have their own little minds, and sometimes the whole group comes, sometimes only 2 out of the 3, sometimes only 1 out of the group comes.
All right, see where that snow
See
is?
that brown side hill? To the, there's a bunch of darker brush on it.
Yeah. Go 150 yards left.
150 yards left. He moving?
It's just cracking that first
Oh,
big.
I got it.
Look at that big old coyote come. He's just barreling in. I now hit the hot button on the alpha dog on a cottontail.
You wolf when you want to shoot, and I'll wolf too.
Okay.
Calls out in front of us, trying to keep him from going behind us. Has that coyote been coming that hard all the way from the beginning, from the howls, or from the distress, or what? Who knows?
Where is he? Okay, I got it.
Now sometimes on these coyotes that are just charging in, you can't even stop them. Stand up, wave your arms, or holler at them to try any sound. They just will not stop, and that's what's going to happen here. Heading downwind.
Just shoot. Shoot.
Now Troy has a problem. His stinking AR's jammed up.
I'm on. He keeps looking back.
Oh, boy, it's jammed up tight.
I now switch to stage 3 pup distress.
Better hurry up. Oh.
Between that sound and my barks, he's coming back.
He's coming back. Don't let him get down. Is your gun gonna go off? There he is. You ready?
Yeah, not yet.
You're not ready?
Nope.
Never give up, folks.
Frickin' AR. See him now? Do you see him?
Yep.
Where is he?
Got him?
No, where is he?
Straight out.
Oh,
broadside.
okay. Just a second. I'm on him. Gee, what in the world? How many things are gonna go wrong today? Is this Monday? Troy, turn around. Is this Monday or Tuesday or?
I don't know.
It's Monday.
Yeah. That's horrible.
He was almost trying to come back again, but you're jacking around there, but you finally got one in there and you knocked him down.
Yeah,
Troy Elliott,
300 yards or so.
the highway sniper. What were we calling you?
I don't know.
HP sniper.
How about bad magazine jamming up dude or something?
How about get a real gun instead of that stinking AR?
Oh. I'm gonna have to change magazines.
Troy's longest shot on a coyote, 357 yards.
Well, Troy, we've had a couple little episodes today.
Yeah, that was nuts. I changed magazines to put in a different one, and I've had issues ever since. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
going
the
back
other
to
one
the
with
old-
you? You got along?
What's that?
You have the other magazine with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in the Ranger.
It is.
Well, I mean, what in the world? That coyote just wanted to die, didn't it?
Well,
It was trying. I put on the kayak and it was trying to come back again. Then he was still struggling. I had him stop there once or twice.
yeah, and
He's begging for it. He couldn't get his gun to go off.
nope.
I might have to bleep something. Did you bleep a word?
Oh, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I didn't. I was hitting a forward assist and I was doing everything, and
Yeah.
I was just having issues like none other.
But that coyote is thumped at right around, we think, I don't know if can you see it laying there?
I couldn't. Not through
It's
the
right on that
binoculars.
third hump right there. I think it's about 357 or 6, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I like it when Troy gets coyotes, because then I can sit here and he goes and gets the Ranger. I don't have to walk back.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a little walk back there too.
How do you like them? I gave him some Bushnell range finding binoculars.
Oh, these are nice.
Huh? Aren't them nice? 10 power?
A lot better than.
They're older ones, but shoot, they work good.
Yeah, they do what
Yeah.
they're supposed to.
Yeah, I got the 12 powers because I'm on Medicare. Medicare.
No, these are nice. And they aren't god awful heavy either. I mean, they're not any more than a typical 10 power scope or 10 power
Yeah.
binoculars.
All right. You didn't even have to range that one. Oh, how'd you shoot on that one? You gave it about what?
I was a couple inches right over the shoulders, and he was facing north, so I gave it probably 3 or 4 inches of drift, and
It was perfect.
yeah.
I think you hit it right in the crease, right where you want it.
Well, we'll find
Let's
out
go.
when we get up there.
Check him out.
Okay.
Well, there rests that poor old coyote. Looks like another big one, I thought, wasn't it? Lift
yeah,
it
it's
up.
a big male.
Is it?
Yep.
Go ahead and lift him up. And wow. Where'd you hit it now? From 357 yards,
I don't
right?
know, right in the Boilermaker the way he dropped.
You can't see no blood or nothing.
No.
Well, yeah, we were way up on
Right
that
there.
side.
Right there.
Just a second. Soapweed up there somewhere. Where at?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Good shot.
Yeah.
The old highway patrol sniper for coyotes. Send him
Yeah,
out.
I
for
wouldn't
the,
go that far.
Huh?
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, once you get it going.
Yeah, it's a good heavy coyote.
Yeah. Hit right there. Right there. 357. Didn't even range it. I gave him range finding binoculars. He just nailed it clean, Pilgrim.
Yeah, it's all them days hitting them wedges like this.
Oh yeah, old golfer. Them old, yeah.
Yeah.
I was born like a 7-iron, probably. Way to go.
Thanks.